off your phones.
Yeah. I have to be on my phone because I got to talk about stuff.
Get off your phones for non-wrestling related business. Yeah, and if you're watching this on your phone, don't get off your phone.
Yeah, put your phone down.
Watch this on your phone. Don't do other things with your phone. Time for episode of the Wrestling Rundown.
Yeah. Let's talk about Raw.
What matches happened?
We had Kevin
Tarvis Clot.
That is not how you say my name. We had Kevin Owens defeat AJ Styles.
Yeah.
We had Big E defeat Rusev. We had Chris Jericho defeat Fandango. We had Charlotte defeat Natalya. Bubba Ray defeated R-Truth. And Braun Strowman defeated Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, that match. Match of the night.
Boy.
Bam, back at it again, Fandango.
Alright, so let's talk about... Alright, let's talk about the one Dean Ambrose thing that was good, because the match was garbage. But
Is it Dean Ambrose's birthday?
well, we could have asked that.
Mondays now. Or
Yeah.
Every Monday is Dean Ambrose's
Monday
birthday.
night is
Well,
just a
I
time
figure if
to...
Foley, maybe it was like this week or last week or sometime in between one of the Raws, and like Foley got to him early and.
Maybe last week was his birthday.
Yeah.
So the week before, he got a gift from Mick Foley.
Maybe just because Foley's Santa Claus, he was giving him a Christmas present.
But what was the excuse for tonight?
Terry Funk is senile and old.
Oh. And gave Dean Ambrose a chainsaw.
Yeah, this seems like a really good idea.
It will help win the fight with Brock Lesnar, though.
Yeah, generally, if there's a fight and one guy has a chainsaw, I put my money on that guy.
Watch, was it Army of Darkness?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watch that, yeah.
I'll be real. I want Dean Ambrose to just come out swinging chainsaw in one hand and barbed wire covered bat in the other.
I was thinking about this.
You're begging for the barbed wire bat at that point.
When this segment happened, I was like, it's a good thing this didn't start weeks ago, because I would expect the go-home show to Raw, he'd run into Raven and he'd have to give him a shopping cart to put all the shit in.
It would have been fantastic, though.
If he gets a few more gifts on SmackDown and then next week's Raw just before WrestleMania, he's got to meet up with Raven sometime and get a fucking shopping cart.
I'm just gonna culminate with him meeting with the ghost of Brian Pillman. He's gonna hand him the gun.
Oh no!
From the gun segment.
No. Let's not do that.
Sabu will give him a kendo stick, but it'll be upside down.
That was the one upside to Dean Ambrose tonight.
Yeah,
was the bit with Terry Funk. It was fun to watch, and now I'm gonna be really disappointed if he doesn't carry that chainsaw down to the ring at WrestleMania.
I'm almost expecting them to do a spot where he gets the chainsaw and it doesn't work. He pulls it out.
Okay, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
If they pull that, I'm all right with it.
I want him to bring it to the ring, but Paul Heyman to steal it.
Who in whose hand is the chainsaw less deadly, Paul Heyman or Dean Ambrose?
Or it would just be great. So say they go on after Shane Taker and Shane wins. If Dean is walking down to the ring with the chainsaw and Shane just comes out and takes it from him, it's just no.
No. Oh. Well,
Bad PR.
I'm hoping it shows up somehow.
No, I just want Terry Funk to come out during the match and grab the chainsaw and be like, Dean Ambrose, what the fuck you have my chainsaw for?
Alright, so moving on with funny promos. Let's talk about the first mention of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah.
This was your segment.
It's super campy segment.
Talk about it.
Big Show coming out talking about how he appreciates the Philadelphia crowd, and they speak their mind and whatnot. And he's gonna win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal for 2 times, 2 years in a row. He wants to go back to back. And how he has to tell himself that he's the best big guy in the business, even though he thinks Andre the Giant was the best big guy in the business. But he has to tell himself that so he has confidence, because if you're going to be a WWE superstar, you should have confidence.
Yeah, 7'2", 440 pounds isn't enough confidence. Got real.
None of that's confidence. That's flesh and bone and muscle and fat. And
Talk about the segment. Stop.
He was interrupted by the social outcasts, who
the Ginyu Force of the WWE.
Yeah. Who eventually decided to charge the ring and try to attack the Big Show.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that part.
I just like that he grabs Heath Slater by the throat. Curtis Axel chop blocks him, but then when Adam Rose charges him, he backdrops Adam Rose on his knee.
Yeah, and then he gets up and he shoulder blocked Bo Dallas.
And then they
get the
advantage on him though, because Curtis Axel hit he's got that signature running knee lift that he does. And they start beating him down, and Kane comes out, big explosion. Kane basically eliminates everyone as if he's eliminating them out of a battle royal.
And Big Show's like, hey, good job, Kane.
And then he goes, he hugs Kane.
Kane's the man!
Says Kane's the man, and then Big Show awkwardly climbs up to the second rope because he ever does that.
Yeah.
I almost expected him to jump out of the ring.
He's gonna dive.
He's gonna dive on the social outcast.
That was weird, and then it got more awkward.
Yeah, because Kane just walked up to him and tapped on his arm, and then Big Show turned around and was like, "What's up, Kane?" And then Kane grabs him by the throat, and Big Show goes, "Kane!"
This was a sitcom.
Yeah. And then Kane throws him off the second rope.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was
awesome.
Oh, boy.
It was awesome.
All right, let's talk about some good stuff that led up to something else that was campy. So, our first match of the show. I guess we can... No. We'll start with the opening segment of the show.
Yeah.
We had Stephanie come out talking about how Triple H isn't here tonight because of what Roman Reigns did last week. He's a monster. He can't be blah blah blah. Roman Reigns came out and had a decent little segment with Stephanie.
Good job, Reigns.
Where he interrupted her, shushed her, said very simple things.
Yeah.
Called himself the authority because he pretty much just has to ride this out until the point where he gets to beat the shit out of Triple H.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna go to your arena.
Your stadium,
your ring, and beat up your husband and take my title. He didn't flub like that, not like Shane did.
No, it wasn't a Shane McMahon problem.
I'm gonna fight your husband, and you're gonna miss at the Silverdome, brother.
But then he's like, because I'm the authority now, and then Stephanie would slap him, and he caught her hand, and it was all good. And Roman, don't do anything silly or dumb to cool yourself down.
Yeah, let's hope not. But then we went
especially don't do anything really weird or campy later on Raw.
Yeah. But our first match was Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Fantastic match.
Oh yeah,
better than the SmackDown.
Way better than the SmackDown match. Styles firmly in control, and it was such a back and forth match. Too. Both of them had really great offense, but AJ Styles was in control. We get AJ's. I'm guessing he was getting ready to finish the match. Jericho makes his way down doing his AJ Styles. He was saying it really fast this time, by the way. But yeah, that distracts AJ a little bit, but AJ is able to roll out of what I'm guessing was some sort of Death Valley driver type maneuver and actually get Kevin Owens into the calf crusher. But Jericho jumps up on the ring, which makes AJ stop the move. And then he goes to swing at Jericho, and Kevin Owens is able to roll up AJ Styles and pin him. And then AJ chases Jericho and he's freaking out. He's trying to kill Jericho.
Yeah. Something I noticed when we were watching this is the biggest proof that WWE is in a better state than it was a while back, because two of the things we used to complain about the most in matches were interference and roll-up. This match had both, and it was still fantastic.
Yes. Well, you have three very capable people involved.
Yeah.
So it's done well.
Right.
It just depends on how it's done, is whether or not we give it a pass.
Yeah.
But this left Kevin Owens.
It helps that they had a super good match before the interference.
Yes, exactly.
Well, and that it all made sense, and it helped everyone involved.
Yeah. And so we had Kevin Owens in the ring by himself saying, okay, you know what? In 2 weeks, I'm going to be defending my Intercontinental title at KO Mania. No, he didn't say that. This isn't Shane. This is Kevin Owens. He knows how to cut a promo.
Shane-O-Mania.
No.
That's what it's going to be called after Shane beats Undertaker.
I'm sure it will.
It's going to rename it Shane-O-Mania.
Shane-O-Mania.
So, I mean, kind of obvious who we're going to get, coming down to the ring here. We get Ziggler, we get Sami Zayn, and we get The Miz all coming out and saying why they deserve to have a shot at the Intercontinental title. And Kevin Owens is like, no, you know what? I don't think any of you deserve a shot, but I'll go talk to the Authority. And
we'll fighting champion.
We'll set up a triple threat, and and the winner of that triple threat can go on to face me at WrestleMania. And so he got the okay from Stephanie, and he would come out later and create a triple threat match.
Yeah.
With Stardust, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder.
Fuck yeah.
Which isn't a bad combination, guys. But this just turns into another clusterfuck. We got Kevin Owens at commentary. The match is fantastic, but as you guess, we get Miz and Dolph Ziggler and Sami Zayn all coming down.
And for some reason, they're upset.
Yeah, like they expected to be in a triple threat match to face Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title. Yeah, but eventually it just becomes a 7-man beat the shit out of Kevin Owens match.
My favorite bit though was when Ziggler got Owens down and he started raining punches on his face, and Zayn came in and pushed him off. He's like, no, I want to punch him in the face. And then Miz came and pushed him off, and he's like, no, I want to punch him in the boobs. And then Owens rolled out of the ring. And it's like, Miz, your boob punches had no effect, and now he got away.
Damn it,
Get your shit together.
So, needless to say,
Fuck off, Miz.
Needless to say, we don't have a number one contender for the Intercontinental title. Kevin Owens is freaking out. He goes and finds Stephanie again.
Who's frustrated.
Yeah, she's
on the phone with Triple H
saying, hey...
Good, I'm glad you didn't come to the arena, because Roman Reigns, he is a crazy guy, and he was being mean to me and bullying me and stuff. Can you please come to the arena and pick me up?
Yeah.
So
that was weird.
So she's getting ready to leave. She grabs her coat. Owens is like, no, there's 6 maniacs who beating me down. And she goes,
I was attacked by 6 maniacs.
Yeah.
And so he's like demanding that she make sense of the whole thing. And she goes, well, guess what? We're going to make sense of it. It's going to be you versus all 6 of those guys in a ladder match for the title. I fucking called it weeks ago. I knew it was gonna
happen. She puts him against all 6 because he interrupted her phone call.
Yeah,
right.
He walks in while she's still talking to her on the phone.
Yeah.
And then because he disputes it by saying, but Hunter really likes me and he appreciates who I am, and then she gets all pissed like, oh, you're going to tell me what my husband thinks about? Now it's also going to be a ladder match.
Yeah. So now Kevin Owens is defending the Intercontinental title against 6 other guys, but we get Stephanie leaving the arena. She meets Triple H and the driver and SUV in the back. So let's set the stage here. We've got a ramp that goes down to one of those big shutter doors.
Yeah.
And obviously, based on the way that it's all set up, it looks like they would have backed through that particular door.
Yeah, because the vehicle is backing up as Stephanie is walking towards it.
But the door is closed.
Yes, which is weird thing number 1.
Yeah, so the truck is still backing up, but the door is closed. Stephanie walks up, Triple H gets out, they kiss, they get in the car, get ready to go. Car starts driving forward, door starts to lift up. Well, Roman Reigns is on a roll. Then he decides to be all campy and shit, serial killer style, standing right outside that shutter door.
With one spotlight directly on
it. Okay.
I'm not advocating vehicular homicide, but why didn't you just drive?
See, that's the thing.
You think Roman Reigns would probably have the sense, he had quite a distance between him and the truck, he would have probably stepped out of the way.
Yeah. And it would have been fine.
And
plus,
even if he didn't, Triple H could just say they did it for The Rock.
Yeah, because that worked so well for Rikishi. So Roman, and not only this, but the car doesn't move.
Yeah.
It waits for Roman Reigns to walk around, open the door. Why were the doors fucking locked? And yank Triple H out. Stephanie is screaming bloody murder like
you know what
Triple
it was?
H
Is
can't
there was
handle it.
no actual driver in the car. Triple H was the one driving, and then for the illusion, he had to crawl to the back seat to come out and get Stephanie.
Oh, God.
And then he went into the back seat with Stephanie, and when the door opened up, that's when they realized, shit, nobody's driving.
Roman Reigns beats the shit out of Triple H for a second. Triple H is able to actually like get away, jump back in the car. It takes off, and damn it.
Also,
He actually, I gave him credit for the way he, got away from Roman Reigns, because he just played, the most annoying, violent peekaboo he could with Roman Reigns, because he runs around the back of the car, and then he opens the door, so then Roman Reigns has to shut the door, and Triple H just socks him in the face, and then he gets in the car.
also, I want to take a second, because I just thought about this.
Okay.
The way this was shot adds to the campiness. Because we start with the camera positioned behind the car. Because, they backed up, Steph got in. And then the camera pans around and then zooms on the door as it's coming up.
They totally set the scene there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
bad.
Every bit of it was amazing. Stephanie screaming bloody murder the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, because Triple H can't handle himself against Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just it's in the I think it's in the contract of any WWE diva that if the person that they're affiliated with is getting attacked around a vehicle, they have to scream bloody murder. Remember that Daniel Bryan,
Because-
Kane, Bella, Cena, whoever it was, and
Oh, yeah.
Kane was stalking them, and they were
Brie Bella.
screaming terribly.
Yeah.
Because these women just cannot handle any form of violence being
Yeah.
near them.
Yeah.
How dare they be near anything wrestling related, being wrestlers. Oh, God. Okay, so a slight detour. We had the whole AJ Styles, Chris Jericho
Yeah.
thing. We had a
WrestleMania
WrestleMania rewind between Chris Jericho and Fandango.
Yeah. Not a bad match, though.
No, the match was fine.
It was good.
But very much in the
The
same
best
way.
part is when Jericho's hitting him in the head going, "You're a stupid man!"
Yeah.
You idiot!
Yeah, that
You
was
stupid
the
man!
weird thing about this match to me was Jericho goes over and yells at the commentary, "He never beat me," as if that had been a thing in their.
He never beat me at WrestleMania?
Jericho's been complaining since WrestleMania 29.
Actually, Chris, that was his first match.
He did do that.
Jericho's just getting old, I think.
Jericho's losing it. But AJ Styles would actually
No, that was Cena, right?
cause a slight distraction during the match, coming out chanting Y2 Jackass. And it almost worked. Fandango almost won with a
I was
roll-up.
hoping
It was real close, but Jericho ended up hitting the Codebreaker, picking up the win. AJ would then run down and attack Jericho. Jericho gets out of the ring, and AJ officially puts out the challenge for a match against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. Did he accept it?
They didn't say.
Okay, well, we'll probably get confirmation either this Thursday or next Monday. But that was the thing.
And Jericho yelled at a guy to get off his phone.
Yeah, that was.
Yes,
good.
he did.
He pulled a me.
So a couple of matches that didn't really have anything that moved forward. Charlotte versus Natalya was good. We had a lot of bickering between Becky and Sasha at ringside. Charlotte picking up the win with natural selection. Bubba versus R-Truth was more... It's so weird that they did the same thing on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Where Truth loses, gets a double beatdown, Goldust comes out. Goldust isn't enough to save R-Truth, but luckily the Usos are there. This actually set up more tension there because the Usos almost double splashed Devon through a table
pretty cool.
until Bubba stopped them. So I'm really hoping they add that tables stipulation to that match.
I hope Golden Truth gets added into the match.
Hey.
Triple threat tag team table match?
Triple that tag team tables match. Throw in 3 more words that start with T. Is
Golden
also
Truth. There's one.
Triple threat.
Triple
The
threat
Tusos
tag team.
and the Tugly Boys.
Triple threat tag team turmoil tornado tables match.
Okay.
Triple threat tornado tag team tables match turmoil.
All
Titanic
right.
Proportions.
We also had Vince say that this was going to be Undertaker's last WrestleMania if he loses
this
to
storyline.
Shane.
I really want to see this match, but god damn you guys. Stop it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Stop being dumb.
Well, I mean, Shane hasn't been around for a while. Undertaker doesn't quite have the same... Undertaker and Vince are like the same thing. They don't really have that same presence that they used to have.
You know what else doesn't make sense about this?
It's Undertaker versus Shane.
If Shane wins, how's Vince gonna... Like, Shane can just be like, no, Taker, no.
Yeah. No, that's how it's gonna happen. Vince is gonna say, okay, you're done, you're never gonna be on WrestleMania, but Shane's be like, well, you can come hang out on Raw if you want, since I own that now. Alright. And then our final little bit. We had more build in the New Day League of Nations, which is apparently a 4-on-3 match.
That's what it looks like from the graphic.
We haven't gotten...
It's not confirmed that that's what it is, but
we haven't had any discrepancy to it.
Yeah.
That's the graphic. It's all 7 guys on there.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
I'm all for it. I mean, it's...
I want it also to be for the tag team championships.
I think it will be. It'll eventually be for the tag team championships. But we had a great setup promo for this match. League of Nations coming out and saying a few things, and then
Bragged about the fact that they kicked the New Day's ass last week.
they recapped some of that extra long beatdown that we talked about last week.
Go watch last week's Raw review.
Yeah, and then
See us talk.
New Day came out and
Especially
did their whole trash spiel about how the
Go if you kicked the bag and it didn't get out of the ring again.
Last week it was Woods who messed up last week.
Yeah.
He's so booty, he can't get out of the ring. Boop.
They had their little card that says U, and then one was R, and then one had a trash can on it.
Trash.
I guarantee you, the lines on that trash can were so faint, nobody in the fucking arena could see what was on that picture.
I'm sure.
Sad for them. We saw it.
Are nothing.
Like,
You are
there's some squiggly lines on there.
You are fill in the blank.
And I like that they went through and they talked about how the reason why each of them are trash.
Yeah.
Rusev's stinky feet.
Del Rio doesn't have any of his shit that he used to have.
Yeah, including having his own personal ring announcer.
Wade Barrett is the worst king ever.
Yeah.
Okay, he ain't got none of his kingly things.
He needs to be shamed. Sheamus.
Sheamus has shame in his name.
Yeah.
And Bingo was his name-o.
And then it turned into a little bit of a clusterfuck, which wound up into being Rusev versus Big E, which was a great match.
Yeah.
This
it was one of the matches of the night. Like if it wasn't AJ Owens, it was this one.
Yeah. No. Definitely a tie between the two.
Between the two matches that they had that were rematches, that was a rematch too, I guess, because they fought a long time ago. Never mind.
He's just saying stuff.
Yeah, don't listen to any of the shit I said.
They never do.
Just go back through this entire video and mute it whenever I start talking.
Just click.
I mean, you'll miss some shit, but
Probably shit.
yeah, it's just the campy Kane Big Show bit.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, so Sheamus eventually jumps up on the apron. Like, there's all kinds of activity going on the outside. New Day got jumped and dumped into the timekeeper's area.
Xavier Woods kicked both Del Rio and Barrett's asses single-handedly.
Yeah, by himself. And then Sheamus came in and did a sledgehammer fist to his face.
They have real sledgehammers.
Yeah, totally. And then Sheamus jumps up on the apron to try and distract Big E, but Big E's like, fuck you, bro.
I'm gonna murder myself.
And speared Sheamus off the apron and almost dropped himself on his fucking head.
Yeah.
I blame Sheamus because that's what happens when you don't commit to falling off the apron fast enough.
Oh, you just want to blame Sheamus. Always.
For everything.
But the distraction of the spear allows Kofi to kick Rusev in the back and actually knock him back into the ring, and that allows Big E to get back in the ring, hit the big ending, and officially join the I Beat Rusev Club.
Woo!
Yeah.
So we just need Kofi to join the club, and all members of the New Day will be in it. So yeah, I mean, overall a fun brawl.
Yeah.
Some weird campy shit going
Yeah.
on though.
Just to touch, the main event was the Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman that sucked.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's like just even the fact that like Dean Ambrose is one of the most over guys in the company right now couldn't save the fact that Braun Strowman is not ready to start having like high profile singles matches.
Braun's just not that good.
Yeah, and this goes back to our like the things that we complain about. It was the DQ ending, which makes sense because it was Dean Ambrose using the chair. My biggest thing is he's beating up Braun Strowman with a chair. He drops him with the dirty deeds on the chair. And it's not until Dean Ambrose starts to get out of the ring that the rest of the Wyatt family is like, oh, maybe we should go help Braun.
Yeah.
So not only do the Wyatt family lose on a regular basis, but they're fucking morons.
Yeah, I think...
I think the idea is that they're trying to avoid getting in the ring because Dean Ambrose has a chair.
But it was under Braun Strowman's head.
Not beforehand when he was hitting Braun Strowman with a chair
But
about
there's
6
four
times.
of them!
Yeah, but...
And that's one Dean Ambrose with a chair.
So,
But
there's still
no,
two
I
of
would
them.
buy it. I would buy it if the Wyatt family was... If Bray's whole thing was like... Like, in the ring... You have to reap what you sow if you're my follower. Like, if you lose, if you get attacked, you have to suffer, and then we can come in and interfere. But that's never been established as a thing before.
Because we've seen the Wyatt family get involved in each other's matches all the time. Luke Harper especially gets involved all the time.
Well, Bray actually likes Luke and Rowan. He doesn't-
he's not totally sold on Braun yet.
He's like,
But
he
yeah,
looks
it
like
was
a
just-
bigger me. I don't like that.
It's like that's what happens when you try to make them create a character.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Not a good main event.
I
That
know.
should've been-
I could say that like Harper and Rowan would have
Even-
got in, but
Paul Heyman was on commentary in this match, and
at one point
say
had this
anything. This match really?
like no emotion on the face of Paul Heyman. And I don't know if it was the match or the fact that he was sitting over there with Michael Cole. I don't know what it was, but
yeah. I'm guessing part of the non-interference by the Wyatt family is that now the rumors are circulating that Bray Wyatt has a back injury,
Yeah.
which
I
is
heard
why
that.
they
Well,
pulled him from the match
But
with
still,
Lesnar.
Harper and Rowan should have.
well, what I just read that Bray returned to action over the weekend.
I don't know.
So, whatever the case may be,
Whatever
the
the
main event
case,
sucked.
whatever the case may be sure to like and comment.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
And
Click all the links.
And
One link, two link, red link, blue link.
Red and link, blue link.
you can check out Red and Link. We like them.
Yeah.
But also check out the playlist because there's going to be other videos coming up this week.
Our friend the playlist.
Yes.
Oh,
Always
he's always been there for us.
He's always been there for you. He's like your tag team partner.
I wish sometimes I could tag in the playlist. Wouldn't that be weird if the playlist was here and I was just floating there on the left side over here?
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Maybe we should try it someday. Playlist, what do you think? Don't answer that.
Anyway, in the playlist, coming out the rest of the week, we'll have midweek wrap-up, SmackDown rundown, and some indie news.
What?
We're getting real close to WrestleMania weekend, so there'll be lots of NXT Dallas build.
I'm excited for
There's
that.
gonna be NXT Takeover Dallas and WrestleMania predictions videos.
So excited.
I mean, next
Like
week.
at the same time.
Yeah, next week, lots of predictions going
Oh,
on.
we're gonna predict who's gonna get into the Hall of Fame this year.
I predict that Takeover is going to beat WrestleMania.
You know, I don't know. I don't know.
Here's the thing: is like in my mind, looking at the TakeOver card, the weakest match on the card at NXT TakeOver is Baron Corbin versus Austin Aries.
But it's Austin Aries.
Yeah.
And say that like the weakest match on the TakeOver card is an Austin Aries match versus why the fuck are the Usos feuding with the Dudley Boys match and the Hell in a Cell because we can match and the hopefully Texas Chainsaw Massacre match.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even make that connection. And they're in Texas. Oh shit.
Yeah, I want to know.
Dean Ambrose gonna look like Leatherface coming down the road.
I want to know what Terry Funk was doing so far from Texas.
It was ECW, so it's
Still.
He was looking for Dean Ambrose.
He thought he had a match at the ECW show, and when he got to Philadelphia, he's like, oh shit, ECW's been closed for like 20 years. Fuck.
Alright, since
Anyway.
we've done our outro
Yeah.
and gone off on a new tangent.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. And fuck Alex Riley, the end.
Right here, buddy.
We're supposed to end. Why'd you... Okay, now we can.